What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video from Gray House. Before we get into today's video, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on further content, and you will also be able to leave feedback in the end, so don't forget to do that. Today we're going to be discussing how do you manage and lead an operations team when you're the youngest. When I mean when you're the youngest, I mean how do you manage people who are older than you? Well, really, you don't manage people. There is a process that goes into managing people. You want to lead them. But I'm going to give you tips that are going to allow you to lead and manage your operations team. But the first step we need to figure out is, what is operations? Let's go ahead and dive into that. Operations is essentially your day-to-day tasks. So one of the cases is an office manager, a COO, maybe the team leader for a factory production. That is what you call operations. And I call that how to get from point A to point B to point C. That is essentially what operations is. The easiest way I can explain this is the marketing. You get people to line up, so you want people to buy your product. The second one is the selling, the transaction of it. And then I call this the feedback. And the feedback is the most important because I need to know, does this product that I sold you, that I marketed to sell to you, is it good for you? So an operations team is pretty much what I call your day-to-day operations. So in the retail stores and stuff like that. But how do you manage an operations team when you're the youngest? The first one, and believe me, I have failed time and time again trying to manage a team. When you're the youngest, don't ever manage a team. You need to lead them. And the first way you do that is by setting expectations. The minute that you set expectations, it's going to allow you to pretty much tell them, this is what you do, this is how you're going to need to do it, and this is what needs to be done. If you set clear expectations and say, this is exactly what needs to get done, they already know how to get it done because you're setting the standard, you're setting the bar, and you're setting expectations. When you are doing that, you never want to say, you need to do this. The best way to say it is, I have a problem, I need your help. You never ever are ever going to have a very efficient leader who does everything. And what I mean by that is, I may be an office manager, you may be a billing specialist. Although I know the idea of how billing works, because I am not a specialist, it's my job to delegate it because I am not supposed to know it. I am supposed to lead, I'm supposed to delegate. So that would be the first thing, is to know what you're doing and also to know how things work because you can set expectations. The second thing that you don't want, no ego. What I mean by no ego is, look, I get it, you may have a degree, the person above you may not have a degree or a certification, but they have a shitload of experience. If you're putting your ego as the power card, if you're using your power to manage them, manage their expectations, you have to be able to trust the other person. So putting in your ego and say, I have a degree, you don't, I'm the manager, you're the worker, you're never ever going to be able to get respect. And that is going to play a big factor when you're the youngest one on the team. Look, they know, the people who are older than you, they know you don't know everything because you don't have the experience to say that you know everything. But if you can admit to them and reach a mutual understanding that I'm a manager, you're the worker, there's a reason I'm here. Look, my job is not to manage you, it's to lead you. How can I help you get shit done? So make sure you don't put your ego in there because that is going to play a big factor on your respect. The third thing that you want to do that will distinguish you from a manager, which is a leader, every leader is a manager to some degree, but not every manager is a leader. One of the biggest things that's allowed me to be able to delegate or manage or lead people who are older than me is showing appreciation. Appreciation is something that you can literally do in a matter of seconds. The way you do appreciation is just by saying, hey, I noticed this. I want you to know this is a very good job. One of the cases was one of our billing specialists was able to reel in about $7,500 of outstanding money. And as I told her is, This is all you. This is not me. All I did was get you the answer that you're looking for that's creating this problem, fix the problem on the back end, but you did all the operations work. That's you. Awesome. That's great. See if you can get the other half. And that was it. It was simply showing that she did a good work because I set her expectations. I didn't put my ego that I knew everything, and I showed her appreciation for a good job well done. And that is how you build respect. And then going on from that, from point A, point B, point C, the way we go back into making sure that we can get feedback, whether it's our customers or whether it's the employees we lead and manage, I asked for feedback. So feedback plays a big factor on what can we do better next time. How do I make your job easier next time? Some cases that as an office manager, all responsibility falls on you. If you're a leader or you're supervising people, all responsibility falls on you because you have to be able to train and develop the knowledge, skills, and abilities for those who are under you, because if not, then that's where you're lacking. So you make sure you want to get good feedback from them because it's going to allow you to create an easier way to have ideal operations. And going back to here, ideal operations. You want to maximize production and you also want to minimize stress. And that is exactly what you want to get at operations level. Because the more stuff that you can get done in a day, that's going to allow you to be able to get stuff done, of course, tomorrow, next day. You get the idea. So feedback's always important, and make sure you always show appreciation when a job is well done. A thank you literally takes 5 seconds, and if you want to get real deep, then you have, of course, the reviews, but we're not going to get into that. And lastly, but not least, and I said this before, you need to take responsibility. Taking responsibility is going to be something that you will have to do if you are leading people. I said it before and I'll say it again. If you want to be a respectable, effective leader, not a manager, because the way I use the manager-leader kind of thing is I can lead people and manage them, but if I'm just managing people and not leading them, then they don't see the vision. You want people to see the vision of what they can do. And whenever you acknowledge that you are not doing stuff to them, but you're doing stuff for them, maybe putting on more work, note that saying that this is an extra skill that you're going to be able to have in the future. Hey, like this is a good thing for you. I get that it's going to be stressful to get shit done or get your work performance in line, but this is to help you and also help us. This is in addition to what you're capable of doing. We're testing your potential. You want to take responsibility. Taking responsibility, if I'm a manager and then I have another, director or manager or CEO, whatever the case may be, you want to understand that taking responsibility for the actions of your employees to a degree, unless it's something that they did completely on their own, that's going to allow you to say like, hey, I fucked up. It won't happen again. This is what happens. I need to train. I need to develop their skills better. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. Let me know if I missed anything on how to manage an operations team when you're youngest. I love to know your feedback. I get it. If you're fresh out of college and you're trying to manage a team and you're having people who are older than you, and believe me, they can be very difficult, leave a comment. Let me know how I can help you. Until next time, guys, stay tuned. Take care.